How you guys doing? Good evening. It's Friday. I was listening to good evening to everybody. God bless everybody. Doing a little run right here at the beach. And flip the camera in a second. Taking a little run right here on a Friday. How you guys doing? It's the beach right there. You know, restaurants are opening over here. Everything's going back to normal. People are getting back little by little to their businesses. Let me just, while I'm taking this little jog, I want to talk to you guys for a minute on how the media never puts attention to what their narrative is. Never. Right now, in the United States of America, their narrative is that the white man is bad. It's always been their way. But right now, election time is coming up. And for everybody that is watching, flip the camera here for a little bit. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue. Border Network News and America's Voice. In a few minutes, my partner, Conservative Anthony, is going to be live broadcasting about the border and the border situation in El Paso, where the invasion continues and it's horrible. But before that, I wanted to touch on a subject real quick. And this is what I want to touch. Where is, Liberal Friday, huh? Liberal Friday right here. My God. I wanted to touch on a subject. Where's the media for Cannon? Where's the media for Cannon? As I was watching Dennis Michael Lynch right now, he's one of the guys that pretty much is bringing the assassination and the brutal assassination of Cannon Hynek, this young kid of 5 years old. That it was assassinated by a black man, 25-year-old black man, a gunshot in the head. Now, I want to ask you this question. Where is the media right now? Where is the media? Where is CNN interviewing the mom? Where is MSNBC interviewing the mother? Where is ABC interviewing the mom? I just watching Dennis Michael Lynch, and he was Googling what it was showing what the New York Times just said about the assassination of this young kid. The New York Times said that the mother of this guy, the assassin, and I don't remember his name. His last name Sassens or Seasons or whatever his last name. And the guy that killed Cannon Hynek. She said that that the guy was drugged up And the guy was not stable. That he was drugged up, that he didn't know what he was doing. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight because I live in Mexico, in Tijuana. So I want to get this straight to all the liberals and Democrats that they're saying that this has nothing to do with the race issue. So you got a George Floyd that he has a record of almost 4 felonies, right? George Floyd, a guy that has a record, I think with four felonies. 4 felonies, a record of 4 felonies. And immediately after that happened, George Floyd, riots, destruction, not only of the city of Minneapolis, but across the United States of America. Riots, unfairness, injustice, defund the police. So injustice. This cop took advantage of his power and that he assassinated a black man. That, by the way, he had 4 felonies. He's not a white, he's not a white bird. He's not a saint. He had 4 felonies, the guy. And of course, the liberals and Democrats are going to say that does not justify what the cop did. All right. Now, how old was Cannon Hynant? He was what? 5? Did he actually had a felony at 5 years old? A crime. What did this young soul, young kid do? What? What did this young kid do to society that it was so wrong? In comparison to the automatic destruction and regarding to George Floyd. 5 years old. 5 years of age. Not only that, if you go to the page of CNN, they're not even showing the crime that it was committed to Cannon Hynant. They're not even showing it. If you go to MSNBC, try to do it right now. If you're with me, if you're running with me right now, or if you're just laying on the couch eating some French fries. But Google it right now. Google a black man killing a white man. Google that. And Google CNN on the last part. If you don't agree with it, then Google a white man killing a black man and put CNN on the last part. See the difference. The narrative right now that is being pushed by the leftists in terms to find injustice for Cannon, it is absolutely disrespectful. This is incredible how there's no media. There's a GoFund for supporting the family. CNN is not talking about it. And I'm doing this video because I want to ask you guys, go to Dennis Michael Lynch page and there's a GoFund right there that he's asking for $50,000 to give away to the family. Dennis Michael Lynch, great thing that you're doing, brother. And amazingly, nobody is talking about the GoFund to support the family. Do you know how much money was raised for George Floyd? Do you know actually how much money it was raised for George Floyd? Do you know how much? Millions. Millions. It was raised for George Floyd. 5 years of age. 5 years of age. No media is going to the mother. No media is going to talk to the family members. They don't want to touch the subject. Hell no. It's amazing. It's amazing, the narrative, the ridiculousness of CNN, MSNBC, fake news ABC, Telemundo, Univision. Nobody on Telemundo and Univision talked about what the President of the United States, Donald Trump, did to help the murder, the family of Vanessa Guillen, the woman, Hispanic, that it was brutally slaughtered and assassinated by a black man. Let me see if I can go through here. Believe that it's closed, so let me see if I can go through here. Nobody's talking about that. A woman brutally assassinated by a black man. He did a couple rallies. People were excited. You know, let's find justice for Vanessa. Do you see people rioting right now? People for Cannon. Not only that, do you see rallies right now in the streets of North Carolina? Do you see destruction of buildings? Do you see that? Do you see looting because there's so much black on black crime that it's impossible to control it? And Black Lives Matter is not doing anything to control it. Black Lives Matter is supposed to be for black lives. Look at this beautiful view, man. Look at this. Long time since I've been in the beach, man. COVID. You just ruined everybody else's life. Thank you, China. Thank you, China. Amazing. You don't see nothing that is talking about that. Nobody. Hispanics, son ridículos. Los hispanos, los latinos que apoyan a Black Lives Matter. You are ridiculed, man. The Hispanics that support Black Lives Matter. You're complaining about me supporting Trump? And look what you're doing. You're supporting Black Lives Matter, an organization that has never supported Hispanics, Latinos, Mexicans, that is not doing anything about black on black crime. What are they doing in Chicago? For God's sake. Look what is happening in Chicago. Look what is happening in Chicago. Is Black Lives Matter saying something about it? Are they stopping the crime? No. Their narrative is of the white man. The white man is the one that takes advantage of us. The white man is the one that we need to prosecute. It's because of them. But you get a white little kid the white little kid, 5 years old, innocent, not knowing about what life is about, only riding his tricycle outside with their sisters, with his family, killed, and I will say it, by a black man. And he was drugged up. Justification like every time that he had mental problems. Killed by a black man. Nobody's doing anything about it. Why nobody's saying anything about it? Why there's no riots? Why there's no looting? 5 years of age. What justification you're gonna get that? And let me tell you something about that. Let me touch another subject also. Where was Black Lives Matter with Legend Taliaferro? Where was it? Legend Taliaferro, you guys remember Legend Taliaferro? A 4-year-old killed by a drive-by. That's why they call it Operation Legend, in the memory of Legend Taliaferro. Where was Black Lives Matter before that? Where was it? Legend Taliaferro, a black kid killed on a drive-by by black on black crime. A thing that nobody's focused on, and not even Black Lives Matter is focused on that. Look at this stupid comment. This is what I like when stupid comments come into. So you're saying that Chicago is so bad because it's run by black people. Holy cow, man. Holy smokes. No. I'm saying that Chicago is so bad because the violence and delinquency is so horrible that their mayor, Lori Lightfoot, a Democrat, has not done nothing about it to defend it. I'm saying that. I'm saying that because Lori Lightfoot and the Democrats are running that city. They haven't protected the citizens. And they don't care. Not only about black on black crime. Don't you think that I don't know about the gangs in Chicago? The Latino Kings? All the gangs that are occurring in Chicago, that is horrible. The violence that is occurring not only for Latinos, but black on blacks. Why nobody say nothing about Canada? I'm asking you a question. Is it a justification, your question and your comment? Is it a justification? I will tell you what's wrong with this right now with the United States of America. I will tell you what's wrong with it. Do you know? I will tell you one word. One word. Just for you to understand what's wrong with the United States of America and who's dividing your country and who's the personal responsible for not putting attention to a 5-year-old kid that got assassinated by a black man and nobody's putting attention to that. The narrative, the nerve. One word I will tell you. The word is Democrats. That's the word. That is the word. Disgusting. Where is the fairness? Where is the justice, the equality of race? Where is it? You don't see it. Why do you don't see it? Because the kid was white. Imagine if the kid would have been black. What would have happened if the kid would have been black? Do you know what would have happened? Do you know what would have happened if the kid would have been black? Do we actually know? The GoFund would have been, already in the millions. CNN and MSNBC would have been knocking on the door of the parents. Black Lives Matter will be outside of the streets of North Carolina, rioting. They already would have put the killer with the Confederate flag and the Make America Great Again flag, cat, and that he follows Trump, right? Right? Because he's white, flip the script because that kid was not black. That kid was white. And it got killed by a black man. Where's the justice on that? Why nobody is rioting in Texas for Vanessa Guillen, a Hispanic woman, beautiful, that it was serving your country with all honor and respect? Where were the riots with that? A black man slaughtered Vanessa Guillen, killed Vanessa Guillen, assassinated Vanessa Guillen. Were there riots? Looting? They weren't, huh? Now with the kid, are there riots, looting? Have you gone to the mother's page to see what she has been writing? Do you know what she's been writing according to Dennis Michael Lynch? You guys want to hear what she's been writing according to Dennis Michael Lynch? Sad. The mother's tore it up, messed up. The mother's writing, I'm waiting for you. Press, media, I'm waiting for you. I'm right here outside of my door. I'm waiting for you. Come. Please, make this go viral. Let everybody in the country know what is happening over here. Huh? That's the mom writing on her Facebook page. Where's the media? Where's the mainstream media helping me out like they were helping George Floyd? My God, when George Floyd died, media conferences like this. Family talking about the 400 years of slavery, getting back in history, right? Sports figures. Basketball was, kneeling down. Major League Baseball kneeling down. The NHL kneeling down. Every sport in the world with a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter outside on the back. Instead of their name on the t-shirt, put all Black Lives Matter. Enough is enough. All that stuff, right? Go to the GoFundMe of the family of Cannon Hynett. Go. You got sports figures paying a multi-million GoFund to George Floyd. 5 years of age. Nobody's talking about the GoFund of this kid. Huh? Where's the fairness? And I know how you liberals, you gotta flip it. Do you wanna know how you're gonna flip it? Sai, I know how you think. I've been around the block, I know how you think. You're gonna say this. How does it feel? You're gonna tell it to the white people. First of all, because you're extremely racist and you don't think with your head. You think with that empty brain that is inside, that is full with hate. So you're gonna say, how does it feel? The first one. Second one is gonna say, that has nothing to do with abuse of power and police brutality. Second one. And the third one, you're gonna say, the man had drug problems, psychological problems, and that's why he did it. He had problems in the past. That's why he did it, right? Those are your justifications, your top three. I'm ready. And I got your answers right here. I got your answers right here. You're gonna say, how does it feel when you don't know the death rate of Hispanics and Latinos also? When you don't know that the top statistics and stats of abuse of power and police brutality is against whites? Why don't you ask them, how does they feel? White privilege, you're gonna talk about white privilege? All these basketball players that they're making billions and millions, Oprah, right? You're gonna say that this has nothing to do with race, right? This has nothing to do with race. Go to CNN and Google a white man killing a black man. There's a lot of murders that does not have to do with race. But it's because it's a black man against a white man and a white man against a black man. Your media, you liberals, all of you, push your narrative, right? It's not gonna work, buddy. A lot of people are opening their eyes. And third of all, you're gonna say, my God, he was drugged up. He had mental problems. He was not all there. You know, Commission International of Human Rights, get in there and save him. All right. Do you remember the tragedy of El Paso? A white kid going in there and assassinating more than 20 people, the tragedy of El Paso. And immediately all the media started talking about his hat, the Make America Great Again hat, and that he was a racist kid. And they started flipping it like he has mental problems. Right? But what you said immediately, no, he doesn't have mental problems. He did it on purpose because full of hate, because he supported Trump. Right? A crime is a crime. You did it. You done it. You pay your dues. Exactly like all these pedophiles and child traffickers that they're out there in your communities, in your societies. All these people that they got tendencies of pedophilia and child molestation. These people that they're put out there to society again after they did their time, that their crime was dropped. All these people, they need to be brought to justice. There's no justice there, right? But you flip the script immediately. You flip the script immediately. And you make people understand that this murder was not a race card. That this murder has nothing to do with race. Right? That this was just a black man. And not in his 5 senses of his head assassinating a kid. A 5-year-old kid. Right? That's what you're saying, right? That he was drugged up. Immediately putting justification to his murder. And instead of holding it accountable and taking him to prison, my God, I put a death penalty on that guy. You're gonna say, no, he needs to go to a hospital. Right? Because he's not okay in the brain, right? Hold on, let me go up the stairs right here. Look at this. Change the camera for you guys. You go up the stairs right here. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Amazing. Dennis Michael Lynch was talking about it right now on his page, and he was saying this, that it's almost a really concerning thing about how the media and society is handling this. Because it's not only the media, it's how society is handling this situation. Nobody knows about this kid. Nobody's talking about what happened to him. But all these media and Black Lives Matter organizations and all these nonprofits that immediately they want to jump on the wagon to support George Floyd, when that George Floyd thing happened. Everybody was doing it, right? Everybody. And now that you get a 5-year-old kid nobody's talking about it. Horrible. CNN media, MSNBC media, ABC, New York Times, one of the biggest newspapers in the world. New York Times not talking about it. They just said something today. A week later, they started saying something. Holy cow. A week later, New York Times. Washington Post, the Washington Times. Nobody goes and knocks on the mother's door and says, you know what? Are you okay? Are you, mentally okay? Can we support you? What about the GoFundMe for the family? Nobody's talking about that. Please, people. The only thing that I can do on my end is to share from a guy that is trying to do the best to help this situation. His name is Dennis Michael Lynch. You guys know him. He's really famous. As I was watching his video, I follow him, and he's starting a GoFundMe for $50,000 to deliver those $50,000 to the family of Cannon Hynant. If you guys want to support, go over there to Dennis Michael Lynch. Ask first, send a message, investigate first how the process is, and try to help. Why? Because all these liberal leftist media is not doing anything about that. Nothing. Oh, they want Donald Trump to push it. Oh my God. Right now in this election time, they want Donald Trump to speak about this. Oh man, the leftists are waiting. The Democrats and the liberals are waiting. Whew. They're waiting so bad to talk about it. The president is too smart for them. He's not going to talk about it. Why is that? Because exactly as they're pushing every time their narrative, they're going to push the president into being only preoccupied of a white kid. And now you're going to divide. Why you never did anything for George Floyd? You never spoke about George Floyd. Why you have never spoke about other black people dying? Why are you only speaking about this young kid? Leftists, they're like that, inconsiderate. They don't care about anything. That's why. That's why the president hasn't talked about it. He knows the heavy burden and the heavy bag that he's going to carry if he talks about it. Disgusting what the media is doing. CNN, MSNBC, all these pieces of crap media, what they're doing. A complete irresponsibility to not handle the death and the assassination of Cannon Hynant. Horrible assassination. Got killed by a gunshot in the head. 5 years of age. 5 years. Not 20, not 25, not 30. He was not going to college. He didn't live alone. He didn't have a family to maintain. No. He was 5 years. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody. Huh. Talk about fairness. Talk about the left and the Democrats and all the media not putting attention to the death rate statistics with abuse of power and police brutality. Abuse of power and police brutality. First is whites, then is blacks, and then it's Hispanics. But we live as Mexican people with this idea, brainwashed by Democrats, that we cannot accomplish anything, that we cannot do anything. Because of the white privilege, we cannot accomplish nothing. They create victims instead of creating better citizens. They create victims instead of better citizens. They create the terminology minority. They make you believe that you're a minority, that you're this little, that you're small, that you're not important to society because you're a minority. Your population of your race is minority, small. They make you understand you're degrading yourself. No, everybody's created equal. doesn't matter the color of the skin, right? So if that is the fact, why nobody's talking about this 5-year-old kid? Nobody. I'm Mexican. I was born in Mexico. I was born in Tijuana, Baja California. And this right now, muy buenas tardes, señora. This right now is a world topic. It's a world topic. Why? Because every single right-wing media, and not only right-wing media, every single leftist media in Europe and Central America, this little hill, and in South America, they're saying, what the hell is going on? Why nobody's putting attention to this? Why this is not news? This is huge. Why? We got 3 months, less than 3 months for election. 81 days, almost, for election. Nobody wants to talk about it. Oh, no. Let's keep pushing the Black Lives Matter card. Let's keep pushing that a white cop murdered a black man. Let's keep pushing the white privilege. Let's keep pushing that it's unfair for all people of color. Let's keep pushing that blacks, they're entitled to insult now. And they're not being held accountable for what they're doing. Let's keep pushing for that. The disrespect of the Constitution and law and order. That's what Democrats want. But are they talking about this 5-year-old kid? No. Why not? Because it doesn't fit their agenda. Hell no. It doesn't fit their agenda. Why? Because if they talk about it, they're gonna mention the color of the skin of the kid. The color of the skin of the kid, was he black? No, he was white. No, don't talk about it. No, that is gonna overshadow what happened to George Floyd. George Floyd, a guy that had 4 felonies. 4, not 1, 4. Right? Not only that, a kid with 5 years old. Compare those situations. Totally different scenarios, Democrats are gonna say. Liberals are gonna say. The injustice that the people of color have suffered all their lives, right? We are living in times of oppression and psychological oppression by Democrats. Oh, todos los hispanos, los latinos, nos quieren lavar el coco. Que no podemos, que no se puede, que es imposible. To all the Hispanics and Latinos, they're telling us that it's impossible, that it can't be done, that we are oppressed, that we are victims, that we cannot do it, that we cannot overcome, that we cannot have that beautiful car, that beautiful house, that great job, that great opportunity. They're putting this crap in our heads every time. Look at this comment. I don't even want to read it. So embarrassing. My moderator and my manager is looking at it right now. Believe me. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then it continues. It continues. As a Mexican, I can tell you that this has to do a lot with how Democrats had put oppression into minorities, that they make you think that you're a minority since you were born. I have talked about this for the longest time, how they tell you the Border Patrol is bad, they're white, The United States Customs is bad when you're about to cross the border. They're white. Law enforcement in the United States, watch out. They're white. Politicians in the White House, they're all white. The United States is ruled by whites. As you're starting to grow, and as you're starting to be responsible, and growing up, and understanding that being a liberal, it doesn't solution anything, but living on your mama's basement and getting money out of your daddy's pockets, you start understanding the responsibilities of life. And you start understanding that almost 52% of the military in the United States of America are Latinos and Hispanics. What? I thought they told me when I was a young kid that they were white. They told me that they were all white. No. 52% of the military, Marine Corps, Navy, Army, they're Hispanic, Latinos, and people of color. Thought that they were white. You start to understand that when you see a border patrol and you see him from far away, is it dark or is it just me? And you approach him and he's Hispanic. What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? They told me that they were white, all of them. Not only that, you're trying to cross the border in a vehicle, and you go to the port of entry, and you say hi to the United States Customs, and you see his last name, and his last name is Garcia Hernandez Rodriguez. What the hell's going on? But all my life they told me that they were white. Politicians and Democrats, how many of them have been black? How many of them have been Hispanic? How many? Brainwash. Indoctrination. Since we are young. Since we are young, they make us believe that we cannot do it. So they will have the control. Do you know how? Another example? DACA. What did President Trump just wanted to do? He said, DACA, all you DACA recipients, you guys are paying, every 2 years you're paying a humongous amount to stay in the United States and to have a status. To the Democrats. Donald Trump said, hold on a minute. I can get you a pathway for citizenship. Stop paying. And everybody started saying, hell no. He's trying to take away DACA. But wait a minute, he's trying to find a pathway to citizenship. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Why? Because he's white. But wait a minute, flip the script. Let's take away Donald Trump and let's put Obama in there. What would have happened if Obama would have said, I'm going to eliminate DACA and I'm going to put a pathway to citizenship? What would have happened? Immediately like this, everybody would have accepted. Brainwashing of the brain. Indoctrination. Complete indoctrination to make us understand that the white man is the bad one. When it's a political party and it's this Democrats and liberals that they are in the political party. As exactly as the situation that is occurring right now with the murder of Cannon. Exactly like that. God bless you all. Go to my partner's page right now, Conservative Anthony, as he is live right now, broadcasting enormous and phenomenal footage of the border at El Paso. He's live right now. Go to Conservative Anthony, his page. He's live. Join him as he is broadcasting the invasion. It continues. This immigration system that is so broken of the United States, full with loopholes, where they are creating fake marriages and fake families so they can keep on cheating and crossing illegally to the United States of America. Go over there and watch the live feed with my partner of Border Network News, Conservative Anthony. God bless you all. Follow my page as Oscar Blue. Also subscribe to Conservative Anthony's YouTube channel as Conservative Anthony, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as Oscar Blue. God bless you all. Gonna continue to go and run. Stay safe, and like we always say, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.